Welcome followers. So we are still on bearings and distances. So if you have watched my previous videos on bearing and distances, I have explained what is meant by bearings and distances. So that is, in mathematics, bearing, we use bearing to describe the angles or the location or the position of a place from another place. So that is what we use bearing to describe in mathematics. Then distances are gaps or spaces between two positions. So gaps or spaces between two positions, and we are to determine the bearings of y from x in the following diagram. Also, in that video I explained the main two main types of bearing that we have. We have the true bearing, then we have the true bearing or three-figure bearing. We also have compass or quadrantal bearing. So those are the two main types of bearing that we have. But in this question that we are giving, so we are giving, you can see from this question that the angles are measured from the north. So this angle is measured from the north. This is also from the north. This from the north. Though this is measured from the north in the clockwise direction. This is measured from the north in anti-clockwise direction, while it is also measured from the north in a clockwise direction. Now, before we can determine the bearing of y from x, what we need to do is that the bearing of y from x is the angle from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together. And you can see the line that connects x and y together. This is the line that connects x and y together. And the angle measured from the north, because we have to measure the bearing of y from x, and the angle that connects x and y together from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together, we have 46. But we are using three figure or three digits, which is true bearing, to describe the bearing of y from x. Now, you know that bearing of y from x, that is from this location x, is from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together. We measure the angle from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together to be 46. But here we are using three figure. So three figure we are using here. Therefore, the bearing of y from x is 46. This is how we write it. Instead of writing 46, we make it three digit by adding 0 to it. That will be 46 degrees. Therefore, the bearing of y from x equals to, from the north of x to the line that connects y together, is said to be 46 degrees. Now, the second question we have here. So we want to determine the bearing of y from x. Now, we are going to measure the angle from the north in a clockwise direction. This is in clockwise direction. So the angle should be measured. So the angle should be measured. So here the angle should be measured. The angle should be measured. The angle should be measured. Measured in clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. Now, how do we achieve this? Now, what we are going to do now in achieving our goal here, that is, we want to determine the bearing of y from, that is, from the north. We have north of x, this is x, then we have y here. So this is y. Then we want to determine the bearing of x and y from x. So this is x. Then from the north, we are giving angle here to be 126 in the clockwise direction. But the bearing of y, the angle should be measured from the north of x in the clockwise direction to the line that connects x and y together. And here is the line that connects x and y together. Now the angle should be measured from here to here. So the bearing of y from x, so that is the angle measured from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together. So to determine the angle from this line, which is the north of x, to the line that connects y together, then this add up to this to make 360 degrees. Now, therefore, let's denote this angle here to be a letter of our choice. Let's use letter A. So that is from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together, we are denoting by letter A. So we have letter A. So therefore, A plus 126 degrees equals 360. So sum of angles at a point. So sum of angles at a point. is said to be 360 degrees. So therefore, A equals to 360 degrees minus 120 degrees, 126 degrees, which is equals to, we have 234 degrees. Now, the bearing of y from x now, therefore the bearing of y from x is 234 degrees. That is from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together in a clockwise direction. The answer is said to be 234 degrees. Now, the last question but not the least, we want to determine the bearing of y from x, and the angle is measured from the north already. Now, this is already 3 digits. There is no need to add another digit to it that we did here. So we measure the angle from the north to the line that connects x and y together. So here the bearing of y from x is, because the angle is already measured from the north of x to the line that connects x and y together, is 109 degrees. So this is the answer to the question we are given. The question is one, but there are 3 questions there. Please like, comment, and share. If you have any questions, you can drop in the comment section. Thank you.